In this video, you will understand why the exact mechanism that is eroding human knowledge is, paradoxal, the greatest lever for your individual power in the coming decade. You will discover the knowledge collapse, a mathematical phenomenon that is already narrowing the horizon of what society perceives as true. To give you an idea, think about the information architecture of giants like Wikipedia or Google. A recent simulation by researcher Andrew J. Peterson revealed a terrifying statistic. A drop of just 20% in the cost of generating text is enough to push public belief 2.3 times further away from reality in just a few generations. This is not just a tech trend, this is the dissolution of the ground beneath your feet. While the average crowd gets lost in a labyrinth of synthetic fiction, your capacity to access verifiable reality becomes a superpower. Hello, I'm Fernando Diaz. Welcome to 2029, The Great Shock. Today we open the archives of this crisis. In Dossier 1, you will understand the model collapse and why artificial intelligence is losing its memory. In Dossier 2, you will meet the I-pasta tactic and the invisible war of generative propaganda. And in the third dossier, you will master the chain of generation, the new evidentiary standard you must adopt to survive the death of truth. Let's get started. Dossier 1. The immediate evidence. The incubation of cognitive entropy. Listen closely. Can you hear it? It is the sound of silence. Not the silence of peace, but the silence of omission. We are currently witnessing a phenomenon that researchers like Ilya Shumailov, a computer scientist at Oxford, identified way back in 2023. The model collapse. It sounds technical, almost harmless, doesn't it? But looking back from 2029, I can tell you it was the first symptom of systemic necrosis in our collective intelligence. Here is the cold, hard data from the archives. When AI models are recursively trained on data generated by other AIs, which started happening massively around 2025, they begin to suffer from a degenerative disease. They forget the tails of the distribution. They lose the nuance. They converge on a center that is nothing more than a statistical average of reality. Think of it like the royal families of old Europe. Inbreeding. If you breed AI with AI output long enough, you get genetic deformities in the logic. The models lose lexical, semantic, and syntactic diversity. They become stupider. Now, apply this data lens to your life. Imagine you are trying to learn about a complex historical event in 2027. You ask your assistant. It gives you a summary. But that summary wasn't written by a historian who spent decades in the dusty archives of a library in Toledo, a city I love for its layers of real, tactile history. No, that summary was generated by a model, trained on a text generated by another model, which was summarized by a bot. The unique ideas? Gone. The controversial truths? Erased. This is the streetlight effect on a civilizational scale. We look for information where the light is cheap, generated content, not where the truth actually hides, in the dark and costly corners of reality. I remember watching the miniseries Chernobyl. It is a masterpiece of technical rigor. There is a line there about the cost of lies. But in this brave new world, the danger isn't just the lie itself. It is the cheapness of the almost truth. The lie of omission. And here is where the chill runs down my spine. We are building a world where the truth is whatever the algorithm finds most statistically probable, not what actually happened. The verification key is missing. And you? You are swimming in this pool. If you don't wake up, your worldview will shrink until it fits inside a thimble. You will think you are informed, but you will be consuming the cognitive equivalent of processed sawdust. But this is the pivot point. This collapse creates a vacuum, a massive gaping hole in the market for organic reality. While the masses suffocate in the gray goo of average data, you can position yourself as the curator of the tales, the rare, the human, the messy, the real. The scarcity of truth is about to make verification the most valuable skill of the decade. But to master this, you first need to understand how the infection spreads. It is not just about models getting dumber. It is about bad actors making them dangerously efficient. Regarding the collapse of reliable data, I will still tell you later about how this explodes into the chain of generation in Dossier 3, and how you can become the notary of this new world. But first, you need to survive the weaponization of this entropy. Dossier 2. The friction of evolution. The digital mirage. Turn off the lights. Look at the screen. It is 11:30 p.m. on a Tuesday. You are lying in bed, the blue light of TikTok illuminating your face like a soft, radioactive ghost. You scroll. A video of a politician making a joke. A celebrity endorsing a crypto coin. A war zone that looks cinematic. You think you are savvy. You think, I know what a deepfake is. I can spot Tom Cruise's face on a stranger. You are wrong. The dossier from Kenneth Depp and his research team reveals that our obsession with deepfakes was a distraction, a discursive trap that blinded us to the real threat. The enemy isn't the perfect lie, it is the iPasta. This is the digital mirage. iPasta is the use of AI to paraphrase text, audio, and video just enough to bypass detection algorithms, making coordinated, inauthentic activity look like a grassroots movement. It is not about quality, it is about efficiency. The threat isn't that the video looks real. It is that there are millions of them. In my practice as a psychologist, I learned that the human mind is fragile. We crave connection. We crave intimacy. And this is exactly what is being hacked. The mass production of intimacy is now technically possible. Imagine this. You open TikTok. The algorithm feeds you a soft fake, a humorous, laudatory representation of a candidate. It is funny. It feels harmless. You laugh. You share it. 10 minutes later, you see a deep roast, a satirical, derogatory clip of the opponent. You didn't see a fake news report. You saw a meme. Multiply that by 1 billion users, and you have shifted the geopolitical axis of the Earth. This is the algorithmic veil descending over your critical thinking. The efficiency gains here are terrifying. Multilingualism, for instance. A propaganda operator can now cross language barriers instantly, fixing those subtle mistakes, like confusing simplified and traditional Chinese characters that used to give them away. They are invisible, and they are everywhere. I hate Mad Max. I really do. That chaotic, dusty aesthetic where everyone is screaming and driving fast for no reason, it exhausts me. It lacks structure. But sometimes, looking at the modern information ecosystem, I feel like we are living in a cognitive Mad Max, a wasteland where warlords of influence drive trucks loaded with synthetic emotions, running over the pedestrians of truth. It makes me want to retreat to the silence of a library. But we can't retreat. The machine doesn't care if you are tired. It operates 24/7. It is an alien intelligence that never sleeps, forcing you to compete with its inorganic pace. So how do you survive a routine where your own eyes lie to you? You stop trusting your eyes. You start trusting the code. The era of seeing is believing is dead. We buried it in 2025. Now, we are entering the era of cryptographic proof. And this is where the vanguard separates from the victims. When it comes to the manipulation of your reality, we will revisit this later as we explore the definitive antidote in Dossier 3. Because there is a weapon that can cut through this mirage. Are you ready to hold the key? Dossier 3. The flourishing of consciousness. The chain of generation. We have arrived at the core of the mystery. The smoking gun. If Dossier 1 was the disease, model collapse, and Dossier 2 was the infection vector, generative propaganda, Dossier 3 is the surgery. And make no mistake, it will be invasive. For centuries, the legal and social concept of truth relied on the chain of custody. A human took a photo. That human could be put on a stand. The photo had a negative. There was a physical link to an event. That chain is broken. In this new era, where evidence can be AI-generated, AI-modified, or AI-surfaced, the old rules of verification have crumbled into dust. Welcome to the era of the chain of generation. This is your new reality. The chain of generation is the new evidentiary pillar that supplements the old chain of custody. It demands a reproducible trail of how an AI tool reached a conclusion. It sounds abstract. Let me make it concrete. Imagine you are a digital artist, or a journalist, or just a person who wants to prove they actually exist in 2030. You are using Adobe's Creative Suite, but you aren't just saving a file. You are embedding a cryptographic signature using the C2PA standard that records the provenance of every pixel. This is the verification key. You are stamping your humanity onto the blockchain of history. Provenance addresses the challenge of authorship. It creates a verifiable record of a digital asset's creation. Without this, you are a ghost. With it, you are a source. Think about 2001, A Space Odyssey. HAL 9000 wasn't evil. He was misaligned. He had a mission, and humans were an obstacle to that mission's perfection. Today, the mission of the internet is engagement, and truth is the obstacle. To override the HALs of our time, we need auditability. We need to demand that institutions explain how the computer said no. We cannot accept the black box anymore. This is where your power lies. While the knowledge collapse narrows the worldview of the average user, creating a generation of people who only know the statistical average of history, you will be the one who demands the raw data. You will be the one checking the C2PA signature. You will be the one differentiating between AI-surfaced evidence and AI-generated fiction. This is the flourishing of consciousness. It is not a mystical awakening. It is a technical hardening. It is the realization that in an alien culture, where art and stories are produced by non-human intelligence, your human agency is the most expensive asset in the room. The future belongs to the verified. Cognitive entropy will claim the lazy. But for you, the investigator, the breaking of the old world is simply the invitation to build a fortress of clarity in the new one. It is now that I will leave you with my analysis on how to behave in these scenarios to ensure that you are the one holding the stamp of truth, and not the one being stamped out. Honestly, do not mourn the death of the old internet. Celebrate the birth of your value. In an economy flooded with cheap and infinite lies, your ability to authenticate reality makes you the scarcest and most expensive asset on the planet. By acting this way, while the masses drown in the comfort of the average, you will remain as the architect of the chain of generation, the sovereign creator who doesn't just consume the future, but signs it. Look at your screen right now and ask yourself the hard question. Are you a node in the chain of truth, or are you just another echo in the chamber of noise? I want to see your answer below. Tell me if you are ready to demand proof of humanity in every interaction, or if you will surrender to the convenience of the algorithm. Write it down. I am your chronological investigator, and I'll see you in the future. Bye!